Hey guys, today we're gonna do a review on a new reel that just came in. Uh, I was excited and anticipated to get this reel from Shimano, and today we are gonna review this reel, the new 2022 SLX DC 70. Yes, this is a 70 size spool, and thing about Shimano is that this reel has been pushed back so many times. So it was promised to be launched or debut in fall, but it was pushed back due to supply chain and the COVID that affects the supply chain and the economy. So it was pushed back from fall to November, and finally we received it in a late December, which is okay. It's kind of like, guess it's like my Christmas early gift. Um, yeah. So this reel is a very different reel from Shimano. It's not. It's a XLX, but they don't use the XLX body anymore. So here's the spec. Yeah, this is a 6 gear ratio. So you got wanna pause and look at the spec. It's a 12 pound of drag, 6.9 ounce. So it's a very light DC reel comparing to other DC reel. It's a 8 ball bearing, and it's 25-inch per turn, and that's the line diameter or yard or meter if you're using mono in, in terms of measurement. Okay, so let's dig in. So as usual, it came with Japanese letter or paper from Japan. It's a Japanese reel, JDM reel. Okay, so the schematic as usual, which is important if you need to service yourself. Is it real? Let's put this aside. Huh, that's weird. This time Shimano did not have oil provided. They win the stingy around like Daiwa. Oh well, still have some leftover oil from other reel that I bought from Shimano. So I have plenty of oil. So that's it. There's nothing anymore. Alright. So yeah, so this reel, it came in. Put that to the side, and let's. So I haven't opened the reel. I got the box. I turned down the box, the package that came with it, but I haven't looked to it, and I haven't looked in person how the reel look like. So this will be my first impression of the reel. But all I know from image and everything, it's using the new Crottle eye body. So here's the reel. Wow, that's odd. It's much grayer or charcoal or dark gunmetal color, if you so want to call. It's opt for this knob, which came from the Metanian, and the handle came from the odd bearing MGL. If you guys live in America, you know this handle. And then the drag star click. The intention knob does not click. The thumb bar is very chrome and slippery. I'm afraid it's gonna get slippery and wet. Yeah. So like I said, the body, it's a they use an old body frame. It's a Crottle eye body frame if you are in America, and if you haven't been using Shimano DC reel, It's very similar to the DC, the old 2016 or 17, I think. I could be wrong, but I remember 16. Shimano Scorpion, the black Scorpion that used the Corrado eye body. Yes. So, and this is rocking the new MGL Spool III. Yeah, for XLX, this is very nice because MGL Spool III, they're much lighter than the old MGL Spool. It's very smooth as expected from Shimano. Um, the drag is very smooth too. Um, and the neat and oh yes, I want to get the. I was up to get the high gear ratio, but I ended up getting the low gear ratio because due to holiday, everybody ordering it, and I couldn't get my hand on it. So yeah, this is the ones available. So I just like kind of like took it whatever's left. Okay, this reel is made in Malaysia, as you expected, because this reel is under $200. You'll be surprised. Yeah, this one came with and MGL Spool III. Sorry for and it's under $200. If you include shipping, they all come with. Yeah, it's gonna be like roughly like 210, but that's way cheaper than the Corrado K, I would say. And this one is rocking the new, or the high-end, like DC system, like the Mutanian DC, not the Corrado DC. I'm speaking to audience in America, which I live in America, but if you in international, you know what I'm talking about. For those who are using DC reel, but in America, the Corrado and the XLX are using IDC 4. This one's using IDC 5, and yes, it's much better. It came with Hagana gear, micro 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 module. That's what they said, but it's not printed here. Odd. Usually, it's if it says that, it should be printed here. And it was rocking the Hagana body as usual as for Shimano. The thumb bar is very solid and crisp. It's very small. I'm wearing a size small glove, and I still feel small. So it's, if you were to say it's more of the Corrado's 70. That, I would say that's how it feels like, or size comparison. Give me a second. Never mind. So in comparison, it's about the size. If you actually use this XLX MGO, it's about this, almost the feel of this size. If you here's the compare. This is the XLX 70 MGO. So yeah, so this is that's the size. That's the top view. And that's the side plate. So, and if you're using a Shimano SLX, sorry, if you're using a Shimano SLX DC, which is that one, this one, which is equivalent to the US version. The only difference is the size spool is different, and the color is not matte. This one's more glossy, or it's give you like a glossy, like a better paint job. And so if you want to do size comparison, there you go. So this is much bigger. That's on the side. So there you go. So yeah, so this system, it's an IDC4. This is a IDC5. And this is the spool is much smaller than the current running Shimano SLX DC. So that's one thing that they were saying. So they say it could throw finesse. It could go to the finesse realm, like throwing like 1/8 or I think 1/4. From 1/8 to 1/4, it could reach that like threshold of size of a jig or lure capacity, weight. So the IDC5 and the IDC4, it's different because here's IDC5. So you get from 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all adjustment. There's nothing you can do. In America, they said 4 is for the most brake. 3 is for carbon, which I don't care for all that. I use in, if I put brake, I say use 4 if I need it. I don't do all that. 3 for carbon, all I think those are, I think it's just total BS. 2 is for the less braking, and 1 is for long cast bombing. So that's the IDC4 system. And we open this, and let's take out the spool as well while we're at it. That's it. That's the IDC4. That's all. You got the spool, and that's it. Unlike this one have, so let's start from 1. So 1, so start from 1. So this is IDC5 system. 2, 3, 4. You see the W? Yes, the W. The W stands for wind mode. So if you have a lure that you want to bomb against the wind, you go with this setting, which is very cool. I very love that feature that IDC5 provide or have. So to access this spool or to open the side plate, you have to go all the way to 1. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather because it's kind of cold over here. I live in Minnesota, so we're like -degree right now, so it's very cool. So when you get to 1, there's one more setting after 1. It's called open. Yes, you have to go to open. If you use the Metanian DC, you will do this as well, just to open it. So enable for you to move this leverage to open. You have to go to open a setting, and then you can move it. If you don't, if it's on 1, you can never. It's locked. So you have to take this to open, enable for you to push this. See? So that's how you open the IDC5 system. And let's take out the spool as well. So we're gonna do a spool comparison after we're going through the DC system. So that's the difference. You guys see that? This is a much superior system compared to this. Because if you look at it, this one does not show you the line type. This one gives you the line type. So it goes from F, N, P. F is for fluorocarbon, N is for nylon. In America, it's mono. P is for polyethylene, or PE is for braid. And this little point here, see this arrow? You can move. So you could actually take your finger, it's kind of hard. And you push it to where you want it. Shoot, I don't have nail. But see, so now it's on nylon. See, so you could choose your line type when you want to use. When you put like mono here, you could choose mono. So you have mono, and then you have all the adjustment out here. So you could have 1 to W for mono, and you go fluoro, you have 1 to W, 1 to 4, and W for fluoro. You go braid, 1 to 4, or W for braid. So you have so many adjustments. Compared to IDC4, you have nothing. 1 to 4, that's it. So I prefer this system, and this system had trickled down from the Metanian to the XLX, which is very, very good. And if you want to do size comparison of spool, here's the spool. This is the new XLX 2022 XT, and this is the regular XLX spool. You see how small this is. This is a 34 millimeter. This is 33 millimeter, or 32. I think it's 33. I remember from what I read. You can see the width of it. It's big different. This one is much wider, and this is much more narrow, and the shaft is much more shorter, which is a given. So that's why they say it could reach finesse capability. So yes, so that's in a nutshell of comparison between IDC4 and IDC5. If you guys are curious, because it's been talked about a lot, and some people are confused. They're like, "What's the difference?" It's like it's both DC, but as you can see, the IDC5 system is much more capable of more adjustment over the IDC4 system. So if you a guy who just don't want to worry and just plug and play, IDC4 might be much easier for you to deal with. But if you love to get a little technical, and you like to get to like in detail of dialing your reel, or your usage, or the lure you're using, the IDC5 have much more setting of adjustment. So yeah, so that's the comparison. So let's put this back. So put it inside. So yes, so this reel, it's this reel, like I was saying earlier, it was meant to be blue, but it's oddly now it's charcoal, like blue, like this. This is the color it was promoted on the website. You see that tone blue? Even though silver, it gives that little tone of bluish tone to it. That's what, if you look on the website, is this color or clothes, but in person it's different. I'm a little surprised in person, but it's not bad. I liked it. I'm just surprised that it's different from the pictures. That's all. It gives you the blue accent on the dial knob, and the blue paint job, the blue tone paint job as signature XLX blue signature. So yeah, So yeah, so this reel, my usage of it, it's I guess it's just like um, just to hit the bank. That's all. I mean, I have a lot of reel, but I love to collect reel, so I collect a lot of reel. And time to time, I'll find reel like this, and I find it interesting and intrigues me, and I just want to pick it up just for the heck of it. You know? It's good to have different reel and some art reel that people don't have, and if you use it before, you will like this reel so much in the body frame. And this is a very loved body frame from a lot of old Shimano frame fans. Yeah, so it's a very light reel comparing to the current running SLX. This is a 7 ounce, and it feels not, when you hold it, it's a very drastic weight difference. This one feels so much heavier. This one feels like the Crotto 70, or if you guys use the Crotto BFS, yeah, it's about that size or the weight. It's very light. It's actually very light for DC reel. It's comparison to the Metanian, because the Metanian DC is actually considered one of the lightest DC reel, and this is right on par with the weight of the Metanian DC. So yeah, so let me know if you guys have used it or try it or order it from overseas, and what is your thought and your opinion on it if you used it. If you're new, please subscribe and like the video. If you like more video like this, please comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And yeah, we'll do another new reel review as I collect more reel. So thank you for watching.